Hi Lux for Less family, thank you so much for stopping by. Well, here we are, the final finished product of my office. Can you all believe it's been a whole year? Yes, a whole year since you all started this journey with me. I don't want to prolong this intro, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I want to show you is this beautiful office desk. This desk was a Facebook Marketplace purchase. It is by the maker Broyhill. I'll insert a clip for you to show you what the desk looked like when I purchased it. All I did was I brought it home, I cleaned it up really well, I sanded it, I painted it a nice chalk white finish, and to break up the whiteness and give it just a pop of detail to bring that gold in, I took a paint pen and just went around and very carefully added a gold trim all around the desk. I did that to the perimeter of the desk, and I did it to the legs of the desk. This desk was $20, and again, it is by the maker Broyhill. The next thing I want to show you is this wallpaper. This wallpaper was purchased from Lowe's. It is by the Scott's brothers, Jonathan and Drew Scott. I purchased this because I knew I wanted to have a very subtle accent wall. And as you can see, this wallpaper has the gold detailing that I like with a nice, simple, basic diamond pattern. Side note, you guys, I will never wallpaper again. That was a chore that I do not choose to tackle ever again. It does go from this side of the wall all the way to the other end. And if I can find a link for that as well, I will link that in the description box. The next thing I want to show you is this desk that I purchased from Walmart.com. Guys, this desk also was no easy task. This desk was an espresso color when I purchased it. If they offered it in white in this style at the time that I purchased it, I definitely would have purchased it in white, but they didn't. So I had to, make the necessary change because this is the style that I wanted. Hardware, I did change out. I purchased the hardware from Amazon, and these are just gold drawer pulls. I also changed the legs. The legs were just brown plastic legs. I changed those to acrylic clear legs that I also purchased from Amazon. This desk lamp was a Goodwill find. I wanted to have a desk lamp that would offer an alternative light source in lieu of the overhead light source if I'm in here working and I didn't want to have it completely bright. This is an alternate light source that gives me enough light where I can still use my keyboard. It does adjust. So if you want to have it, the light a little less bright, you can adjust it to go this way. And if you want it to have more light, you can adjust it to have it go that way. The next thing are these beautiful bookcases. These bookcases were purchased from a gentleman who goes by the name Terrence Furniture on Facebook. I have to say his craftsmanship is excellent. He delivered on time, and I sent him a not a sketch, but maybe a picture of what I wanted. And what I wanted, actually, I could not purchase because the dimensions of the bookcases that I saw online were too big for the dimensions that I wanted. So he custom built these for me. We did make a few changes. He put molding at the top, and I made them a little taller than what was offered online and a little slimmer. So if you're in the need for any type of custom carpentry, he's your guy. I would definitely highly recommend. The next thing is this plant stand. I purchased this plant stand from Home Goods. The plant stand was black. The base of the plant stand was black when I purchased it. I just brought it home and simply just spray painted it gold. The plant in the plant stand was purchased from At Home. The plant stand was $24.99, I believe, and the plant itself was $39.99. I wanted a plant that was stately but not overpowering, and I didn't want a plant that was real that I would have to care for, because, you know, face it, I really don't have the time, but I wanted something that gave the look without the maintenance. The next thing are these two wall pictures. These pictures were purchased from one of my husband's employees who was relocating and was liquidating most of her furniture. And he purchased these knowing that I was going to be redoing my office, and he thought they would make a nice, they would complement the space nicely, which they did, because I like the way they flank the room, they flank the window. Nice addition. This console stand was purchased from Walmart.com. It was purchased in the original color that you see here, so it was gold when I purchased it. I wanted something that was light and airy, so I opted for something that had glass, because it would still give me that not so block effect, if you know what I mean, if I'm even saying that right. This was purchased from At Home. Blessed is a theme that's kind of running through my home. I have a blessed sign in my kitchen. My doormat says blessed. And there is a theme behind that involves this cutie right here, which is a video for another day, but all I can say is God is good. These candle holders were purchased from the thrift store. They were $7.99 for both of them. These were purchased from Goodwill as well. I believe those are stocking holders. I repurposed them just to use to decorate my console table. The bowl is silver, was also purchased from Goodwill. Mine are from Lowe's. They are by the brand Levlor. My husband installed those for me. I believe those were $90. The ottomans are a DIY project. I made those using those plastic buckets that the contractors use to make concrete and whatnot. The project cost me about $10 or $20 for both of those. I wanted some from Overstock, but Overstock was charging about $80 to $100 just for one, so I decided to DIY it myself, and I like how it came out. The curtains were purchased from Home Goods. Side note, I do realize that the curtains are not touching the floor, which is how I like my curtains generally. That was my fault when my husband was hanging the rod. I told him a little high, and guys, it was no easy task to get that rod in the wall. This is concrete block, so it was difficult to get it in. So, you know, when my husband did finally get it in, and I realized that the curtains were going to be too high, he said he wasn't messing with it anymore, and honestly, I can't blame him. So I'm just going to buy longer curtains. This stand was purchased from Walmart.com. In my first video, you guys may remember me saying that my husband said I needed a new TV. Well, lo and behold, it was my service anniversary at work. And guess what one of my options to select for a gift was? A TV. So the TV was free. You may notice that there is new carpeting in here. The carpet that we had before was brown. You may also remember that in a prior video, I showed you that in this corner right over here, the reason that we now have this carpet, other than the fact that it really did need to be replaced, is because when I was painting the walls, this nice gray color right here, I tripped over and fell in the bucket of paint. And paint got all over the floor. So it forced us to change the floor, which it needed it anyway. and we chose the color gray because it is neutral, and I really like how it came out. These chairs were purchased from overstock.com. Funny story, I almost sent these chairs back. I almost returned them because I thought I didn't like them, because I had them for months before I actually unboxed them. And I'm glad I kept them because they really complement the space nicely. They're velvet blue. It has nice silver nail head trim. It has black legs, or espresso legs, and the feet are gold. So just a nice subtle touch of gold. This middle console table was a Facebook Marketplace find. It is by the brand Urban Outfitters. It was an oil rubbed bronze when I purchased it. I just brought it home, cleaned it up, and spray painted it gold. This rug was purchased from Burlington Coat Factory. It was $49.99. It is the size 8x10. You can see that there is some puckering. This rug was rolled up, and you all know how it is trying to get a rug to flatten out. I believe it'll flatten out over time. It looks a lot better than it did when I first purchased it. The items you see used to style my bookcase were mainly purchased from Goodwill. The turtle was purchased from Goodwill. It was green when I bought it. I brought it home, cleaned it up, spray painted it gold, as well as the pineapple. This vase was red when I purchased it. I brought it home, spray painted it blue, and took some gilding wax just to make the gold accents. These books were not purchased from Goodwill. The ginger jar, you may remember, this was an upcycle. It was red when I purchased it. I just spray painted it gold. This middle art piece was a purchase that I made from Home Goods. I purchased this months before this office was complete, but I purchased it because I knew it would look nice between the two bookcases, and I think it does. This piece was purchased from TJ Maxx. It is like a mail holder of sorts. I am having a nameplate made for the front of it, and you just use it to put your mail in on your desk. The chair was purchased from Target.com. I believe it was a reseller on Target.com. This was purchased from Home Goods. I believe it was $24.99. This lamp was purchased from Facebook Marketplace. It was brand new in the box when I purchased it, and the box said it was Project 52 or Project 82. I looked it up. It is a Target brand. I wanted to give my closet doors a makeover without purchasing completely new doors. So what I did was I just simply changed the knobs. These knobs are have a hammered detail. I purchased the knobs from Hobby Lobby, and they were 2 for $5. I did change out the wall plating. That was purchased from Home Depot. The very last thing that I want to show you is the light. The light was purchased from Walmart.com. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with me, coming along with me on this journey while I gave this office a much needed, long overdue, long awaited office refresh. Drop down in the comments and let me know what was your favorite part of the office. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you feel I could have done differently. I hope this has given you some inspiration to tackle any home project that you have. Guys, this total project cost me less than $1,000. Thank you so much again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.